Remember, you can also use the chat box on the bottom right to introduce yourself in case you don't want to say something. I can just read this from Vin Juguna saying, "Good morning, everyone. My name is Vincent Juguna. I'm a photographer and videographer. I'm here to grasp more knowledge on the topic. Karibu sana, Vincent." So I just want to hand over to Maureen Otieno, who's our moderator for this particular webinar session. Maureen, welcome, and over to you.
Thank you. Thank you all very much for joining us today. Glad that within our spaces today, we have quite a number of different partners within the field, the area of female genital mutilation. And without further ado, mine is to thank you for joining us. And just today, I was reading, and actually, maybe I stand corrected, that actually more than 9.3 million girls have undergone the cut in Kenya. And we're looking at interesting statistics of up to 94% within the Somali culture, 86% within Samburu, and 84% within other, like the Maasai culture and Maasai tribe. So today I want us to have just an icebreaker conversation, maybe just to hear from you on why exactly do you think, what exactly brings about these dynamics? Where is a perspective? Where do we have religion coming in, culture coming in? Maybe just to hear from you and your experiences. I know, Josephine, you'd mentioned a lot about human rights, and there's Bashir here representing Wajir County. Would like to hear from you and all our panelists, ideally. Why the statistics? And what are some of the drivers that fuel this vice in our society? Yes. Maybe Bashir, you could start us off and help us understand with the 94%. I hope you don't feel targeted, but I know you're doing quite some efforts back at home, and you've done quite some huge interventions. Exactly why do you think these dynamics are there? Maybe you can educate us in that light.
Great to hear the statistics part, which I did not, I was not able to find.
Mm-hmm.
It is, the statistics are correct. It's a reflection of what is going on in the areas that are predominantly Somalis, or we can call the northern part of Kenya. And most of it is mostly due to cultural practices that are associated with religion. And FGM being one of the cultural practices, it is it's not something related to religion as per se, but people normally associate it with the religion because it was not previously practiced. So one of the agendas or the reasons why people associate FGM to religion is because it is a way, it's a tool to inculcate morality, which in real sense is not the case. It is a tool for subjugation of the girl child. That's what I can say. So morality and female genital mutilation cannot appear in the same sentence. So practice being associated with religion is a myth, and it needs to be demystified. So that's why in some parts of the northern Kenya, where people are educated, you will see elders associating it with Egyptian cultural practices, which is a negative, which has a negative connotation. So I think that will be the best description. It's not an Islamic thing. It's supposed to be associated with archaic cultural practices that need to be stopped, that need not to exist in a modern civilized society. Then number two, people practice this kind of cultural practices as a way of gaining some form of recognition. you will realize that elders carry out FGM and endorse it so that they can get what we call dowry. You realize that in most of the northern parts of Kenya, girls who have undergone FGM can fetch more dowry than those who have not. So normally it's like an incentive to practice the malpractice. And those who have not gone through the FGM, you realize that there's a stigma attached to them, that they cannot be married, that they are not wife materials. These are things that need to be demystified. So I see where the statistic, where the 94% comes from. It is because
Thank you.
there are benefits. There are benefits associated with the practice, which are
Mm.
all rendered on a myth that needs to be removed.